There we go.
Okay. So we can no longer say all the lurid things we were saying before Snake got on.
Ooh. Did I have fun?
Yeah, unless you want to have it recorded, so we're okay.
Yeah, I had heard in the last couple of days that somebody was reporting that only like 15%, maybe 20% of the rain in California actually gets to go to a reservoir or go to the aquifer first or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the problem. And then with all the fires out here, there's not a lot of ground cover to absorb the water.
Right.
And it just runs off. And then, like today we were coming back from, Elliot lives up on the hill in Oakland. And he said, well, be careful of 13 or something because there's some of the land is slid down. And I'm like, oh, that's what I needed to have them be under a landslide.
Well, are you below a big land cliff or anything where you are?
No, but where he is, it's just high.
Oh, okay.
But now it's funny because I have this thing on my screen that says this meeting is being recorded by the host or a participant. And I can't get rid of it.
Oh,
But I guess
there should be a thing that says okay.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, now I got
All right. Yeah. Okay.
it. And now every
You can have our snow.
Yeah. Here's our old hangout, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. It's I remember what that was set up for Full House there, huh?
yeah.
The band was in the middle for that. And then when we close it in for half, we'd put the band all the way on the back wall, huh? I mean on the wall away from the door.
Yeah, farthest from the street.
We used to sometimes do that while the people were in the house.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we'd have it set
was
at half
tough,
and we'd
moving
get
those
really
walls.
crowded. We'd say, hold on. And we'd have all the ways to get to move walls back and to swing the bandstand around. Everything was like,
Moving those
Yeah,
walls
now-
was tough.
yeah, we had it down to a pretty good science there. Yeah.
And I also remember entertaining some people when the walls were up and you take them in the back room.
Well, now, remember,
David did that kind of stuff. I never did.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice. These were actually some pictures that Marty Fay sent. So he took a picture of the club, obviously Mardi Gras, around one of his Mardi Gras times. And I showed Tom earlier, this is that picture Roger was looking for last week.
The T-shirt with the frog or something.
Yeah, let me get that up here. Let's see, share screen. Where'd he go? He disappeared. I don't know what happens when I do that. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of this. I got to do it all over again here.
You're having trouble getting it up.
Yeah, boy, don't I?
Well, he has a lot of trouble with that.
Bagger for the
Oh, the
computer.
picture. Okay.
There he is.
Frogman.
Yeah. So when Roger checks in, we can say we got it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's right by the front door, isn't it?
Yes.
That's behind him.
Well, I think so, but the cigarette machine was right by the front door. Let's say.
But on the other side, though, I think.
Yeah, facing the other way.
Yeah. Did somebody say that they got the ticket machine?
Well,
Alec
somehow, no, I had it. I don't know how. I think I got it from Kent. 'Cause Kent and I lived together at that time. And then Emily gave it to her girlfriend who was supposed to give it back because you guys wanted it back. I don't know. But
so look
yeah,
for it
I
on
think
eBay,
I
huh?
think it's around.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a nice little memento because it was burnt at the bottom.
Yeah.
It was charred. But I'll
Yeah.
check into it.
Here's a Mardi
I
Gras
remember
bar.
that.
There's a Mardi Gras bar song.
Hmm.
Oh, these are some pictures I haven't seen.
Yeah, this was one of Marty Fay's.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, must have been a lot of out of town waiters I don't recognize.
Is that Kent that's leaning forward? Can't
It's
really
hard to
tell.
tell. Yeah,
It's like you.
yeah. I think that was the mustache. Well, Marty Fay said we had the Tiffany lamps. I remember. I think somebody was questioning about what we did with all those Tiffany lamps, or after it burned down, what happened to them?
Well, I'm sure they didn't survive.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Was that person on this end, did they have a washboard?
I don't think so. Let me take a look
I
again.
couldn't-
No, I think that's his belly.
His belly.
Isn't that right there? Yeah. Yeah.
The water stained ceiling.
Mhm. Yeah. I don't remember. Did we have, is it that Marty said this was at the New Orleans Club, but did we have a microphone hanging down above the bar?
I
I think
don't
for a
remember.
while we did.
I
Okay,
think, yeah, maybe.
because maybe so. It's funny, I didn't remember because we just sang so loud. Hopefully everybody could hear us, but I know we didn't have anybody working audio. So, so you just turn it on and whoever was the closest to it, I guess, is who you heard. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Well, Tom can't contribute right now because of he's not on his computer out there. I guess we can try working on it for next time, you know. See,
I'm trying, but I can't get the computer to work. So
yeah.
kind of look old.
Well, speaking of bar songs, this was at the 50th reunion. Let me get this. I got to pull it up first on the share screen thing. Files, advanced video. Where was it? Is it 50th reunion? Here it is.
There I am.
Hey, Rick,
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello, Rick.
Hey,
There we
hey,
go. Just getting sick to show a video here. Let's say,
I'm just in time.
yes, indeed. There you go.
That was
Greg was
good.
having a good time.
good job.
Everybody was in good form.
A
Like I
lot
said,
of
there's
fun.
nothing like a good song, and that was nothing like a
There
good
was
song.
nothing like a good song. Oh, Fred and LaRue, I tell you that.
Did you all have skimmers at the reunion, or did LaRue
No,
bring
they
his
didn't
own?
furnish us with Skinners. LaRue brought his.
Did he
I
really?
think his was a real straw hat. And a couple of the waiters, a couple of the band members did have their old skimmers.
Mhm.
The only ones I had were in my attic, and they got slightly gnawed on by whatever else was in my attic. So,
Minnie the Mermaid,
yeah, Minnie the Mermaid. you know.
Minnie the Mouse.
Yeah.
Well, Snake, I sent you something today.
Oh,
Yeah.
great, thank you.
Yeah,
You
we
got
did
it.
have a ball though at the 50th. We had a good time at the latest one, but we didn't have quite as much energy at the in New Haven, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't have Fred either, but Fred was having a good time. at 50.
Fred
Yeah,
and LaRue
Fred
too.
he's really getting into it there on the.
Oh, yeah.
LaRue, too.
How long ago did he go pass?
Fred.
Yeah.
I'm
2-3
guessing
years
five,
ago.
yeah, only 2 or 3?
2 or 3 years, 3 or 4 years ago, something like
Say
that.
5 to 8 years ago.
Was that what was it? It didn't seem like it was. You were there, Barry. Doesn't seem like it's that long. I guess it was though.
Well, I went to his memorial service,
Yeah,
but that
you were
was a
there.
while after he died.
And Yoakum was there at that, and Yoakum's been gone for 5 years.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess
Wow.
it's really been that long. Jesus. I
That
guess.
long, because Yoakum was on our very first.
Yeah,
Zoom.
Yoakum was on our on our Zooms.
Yeah,
don't think
first
we
we
one,
started
first
Zoom
one.
just,
years.
we started Zoom 2019. It was just before COVID.
So 4 years. Well, 4
3 or
years.
4
Yeah,
years.
4
yeah.
years,
Four
He was
years,
right.
sounds right.
he died during that first year that he was on some of these Zoom meetings. He joined occasionally.
Yeah, because Yoakum was talking to us about going for some surgery that was gonna fix him up, and then he, I think, died from complications of the surgery.
Yeah.
So yes, I think we started the Zooms, Tom, wasn't it about 2019? It was just before the
Yeah, I think
COVID.
Well, it
4
was-
years sounds right.
It was
Yeah.
March of 2019.
Okay,
That's when COVID started.
no,
Okay, well, that's because
March- that was
we
March.
started them because we couldn't come down and like couldn't go to dinner like we used to do.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, LaRue was at that memorial for Fred, but of course he passed since then.
And Bob Osborne was there too, and he
Bob
passed.
Osborne was there, yeah.
God, this is a fun meeting.
Yeah. And of course, and
Well,
Jeff.
What?
used to
It's
be on-
not the Your Father's Mustache Friday after Your Father's Mustache Survivors meeting.
Yeah. Remember when Jeff in his last few meetings was kind of giving us a countdown. He says, "Y'all know I'm dying, right?" He says,
Oh, yeah.
he kept going over, and
Well, he had a good attitude about the whole
no, he
thing.
did, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure he
yeah.
faced it at some point.
especially since he gave a funeral for his penis before he died. You know?
Uh,
Willie Nelson, I've outlived my dick.
Yeah. that's right. And
Oh.
Murata, no, it's been valuable, Tom, what you did getting us together, because it's,
Oh, yeah.
you don't have to just, we got them,
It's not like I thought about it.
huh? Yeah,
It's not like I thought about it. It just happened, It's just like,
Yeah.
because it was just us getting together, and then people started coming. Roger and other people started coming, and then more
It
people
was
came. I
good.
wish more people would come. I wish we could, get other people to come, but
yeah, it was always fun when somebody would come in that hadn't been here, like when
Yeah.
Christine got on a couple times, and sometimes, well, like that one time, the guy from Florida, the banjo player, no, the trombone player that his
J.W.
his
Bright?
son was getting married, or daughter was getting married and couldn't come to the,
I know Ed gets these, Ed Ali gets the listings on this.
yeah,
but he
Ed
never-
gets, well, if I've got the right, I don't get, it doesn't get
It-
kicked back.
It is, that's the same email I got for him.
Yeah, so but they never, show up, but
yeah.
I've
of course, when
talked
I
to him a
saw
few
Ed and
times.
Karen with Billy the one time, I didn't even recognize
Oh,
them. I felt so stupid.
at that restaurant, on St. Charles there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I knew they were coming, and I brought them with me. I didn't want to tell anybody, but it was kind of like, yo, who's that with, Bill, it was Ed and Karen, they.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at first. And
Yeah.
well, Karen, I didn't recognize her at first. She stood there grinning at me. I know you. Who are you? I'm thinking.
Well, you're not expecting to see somebody, it's
Uh-uh.
kind of like,
Yeah, I thought it was just some of your relatives or something.
yeah, yeah,
Then we got Kent on the phone that day there. I remember that.
yeah, we did, yeah, Mr. McBride. In fact, he
Yeah,
used to get on these
Kent's
Zoom.
doing good right now.
He
That's
comes every
good.
once in a
Family-
while. This thing.
Mhm.
Hey, Barry, I saw my stylist today.
You did?
There you go.
Yeah.
Got a nice sheen to it.
You need to compare with Barry,
It's an extremely light trim, huh?
I went to this young girl once and she goes, "God, you don't have enough hair. I'm going to give you a discount." And I said, normally that would make me feel really good, but a discount for the hair doesn't make me feel good.
I'll have to remember that. That's good, Tom. I like that.
So, well, what grit sandpaper do you use? That's what I want to know.
That's all I need. I mean, I got a great life. I just need some hair.
Sheet birds.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Mm,
You know, Fred was really getting into that song there.
Oh, yeah.
LaRue too.
no, Fred
Because
was.
I didn't, we saw LaRue at Fred's thing. I hadn't seen LaRue in years. I didn't recognize him at first. It finally hit me who that was, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. What's good about the reunions is people get together that, you know, because
Yeah.
we all did this at the first part of our life, first part of our working life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's just pretty cool because I don't talk to anybody else I've worked with over the years.
I don't either. This is the group I, you know, with basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally
And
I get
Roger,
with the
because I
group.
thought Roger was like 50 years old when I worked at the Mustache.
Yeah, he did seem older, didn't
Yeah, he did. He seemed like he was like the old man who ran the place. And he was only like maybe 10 years older than me. Close to Rick's age, you know. But
Wait a minute now.
he?
I always thought I was the oldest one there. And I was only in
Yeah.
my 20s.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I was, because I had my 30th birthday one time there. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. There's Roger and Joel.
wow.
That's when they tried to open they opened a Chicago club briefly. But
So
it
young
didn't take.
Roger.
Yeah. And that was Roger and Joel at the opening of the Chicago Your Father's Mustache.
Huh.
No,
I
Roger
bet those
was,
two were a pair working together.
yeah. Yeah,
That was on Rush Street. Yeah, I've been there.
okay. Oh, you were there when it was open?
It was still open, yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
There's Mike Johnson. Hi,
Hey,
Mike.
guys.
Hey, Mike,
Hello,
How are
Mike.
y'all?
Hey, Mike.
Howdy.
What's up?
how's it going, Mike?
Yeah. Between the snow and a little bit of a stomach problem, I guess everything's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
you're there.
Could
Yeah,
be better, has been worse. How's
I
that
get to
sound?
see you.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all been having a lot of snowing up there, huh?
Well,
Hello.
it's not real bad. We had 4 or 5 inches in where I'm at on one day and then another 4 or 5 the next day. And we may get some more tonight and then tomorrow and some more next week, but
Wow.
this is the snowiest January in Colorado in 30 years.
Wow.
What about
Wow.
your side, Snake? Are you getting a lot over there?
Yeah, it's about the same as Mike,
That's the same.
but we're gonna be cold. We're gonna be 20s and 30s for a week.
Yeah, it's not supposed to get above about 37 for another week, but you know, I don't go out of the house when it's like that.
Well, maybe there'll be enough snowpack to melt and refill a little bit of the Colorado River.
Well, there is some of that going on. There's some good things. The snowpack's way above where it has been at this time of year for several years. And things, so it just depends. At 2017, I guess we had similar snow like this at this time of the year. And our snowiest months are generally February and March, but that year we didn't get hardly any snow. So who knows what'll happen over the next couple of 3 months.
Mhm. Yeah, boy. I have
Oh,
I'll play another clip from your let's say another clip from that kinetic one that you sent me a couple weeks ago. Like I said, the tracking wasn't good, but I thought you can still tell who everybody is.
Yeah.
And it looked pretty interesting. Let me see if I can pull it up in here. Let's see. I gotta go back to.
I may have that on a DVD, Bill. If I do and have an extra copy, I'll send that to you.
Yeah, because it's just sometimes old videotapes, they don't track on machines. Like you can record something on one machine and it doesn't play on another, on
Yeah.
somebody else's, so it's, but here it is. This is an old version of Swanee from 1998 in Connecticut. Open Sesame.
Almost 25 years, 24 years ago.
Okay. And the audience goes wild.
Every time I see a band now, I wonder if it's Joe Terra's washboard.
Yeah.
I wonder if Joel watches these, because I'm sure he would enjoy seeing himself. A
I
full
don't
bandstand
know,
like that.
24 years ago, yeah.
Okay.
He probably
Yeah,
does.
he's pretty amazing that he put all these clubs together.
Yeah.
I know he had some money backing, but man, this is a lot of work. I remember him in New Orleans. I remember the day that we ran out of beer. And he
Oh,
was
yeah.
pouring canned beer into pitchers. We got to get this done. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Second largest nightclub chain in the world.
Okay.
Next to the Playboy Club.
Okay. Speaking of Joe Terra's washboard, I got a supplemental message from John McLaren with more washboard history. Because he talked about the washboard, how that he had given it to, how Joe Terra had given it to Franny. But he says, I'm just going to read you what he said instead of summarizing it. He says, Bill, one of the banjo players who sometimes played at the Garter on North Wildwood was lifeguard John O'Brien. He also has one of Joe's washboards. John kept it because he plays in the band with some friends called Earth, Wind, and Banjos. And they sometimes brought Joe down from New York for a gig. Their drummer, photographer Harry Markel, now plays Joe's washboard when they have beach gigs in North Wildwood. ER doctor Tom McGuigan is their trombonist, and Tom's wife Patty plays banjo. They are all Philly area natives, but still spend summers in North Wildwood. Barry knows all of them from his summers at the Garter. As a former board member of the prestigious Society of Illustrators in New York City, O'Brien has published cartoons in Esquire, Omni, Penthouse, The New Yorker, and drew several covers for them, illustrated many children's books, some for Dr. Seuss, and published many illustrations for the Wall Street Journal and Washington Times, among others. Always a gem. I look forward to this year's Christmas card from John. Well, that's a lot more than you ever wanted to know about washboards, right?
No, but his facts are always pretty good. It's
Yeah,
very
well,
entertaining.
Yeah, he's quite the historian. Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember all those guys.
Yeah.
Tom, the doctor on trombone,
Mhm.
and John, the banjo player. I remember all those guys.
Mhm.
And I remember their band, they had T-shirts made that said Earth, Wind, and Banjos. That was a unique
good.
name for a band.
Yeah.
And
So-
they actually started playing, they had their T-shirts back in the 70s, back in, I would say 77, 76, 78, up in there.
Mhm.
So they go back a long ways.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, according to John, the washboard is still being used in gigs in that area. So
Ooh.
there you go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'll have to look up Earth, Wind, and Banjo. Maybe there's something on YouTube.
yeah.
That's a good name. I like that.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Banjos.
Yeah, boy.
You got the rolling banjos, I guess. Or
And I'm sure John must be one of the guys who watches the videos. So that's cool.
Yeah,
'Cause I
John.
noticed like 25 people watch him. I thought, oh, that's nice.
I like it when he fills in the blanks on some of the stuff that we don't know. He's quite the
Yeah.
historian. I guess he must keep a track of this or write it down somewhere because it would be nice.
We remember John spent the summer, I guess it was the summer of 72 or 71. He was in New Orleans.
I think it's 72, I believe. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
72,
I
yeah.
remember him. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
No, McLaren was on our bowling team. I have a picture
Yeah.
with all together, and he played tuba and he was going to try. I volunteered. Wasn't enough interest. He was trying to get a barbershop quartet with the waiters, and so I was very
yeah.
interested in learning
Yeah.
that, and he didn't have enough interest in it, but he was going to teach us how to do it. That would have been kind of cool.
That
to
would have been kind of cool.
learn and perform it as a barbershop quartet.
And
I don't know what I
you
would have thought about when I was 20, but
guys know, hopefully John will be listening to this to give him some accolades, but he was real important in the whole reunion for Carnegie Hall.
Mhm.
I mean, he did a
That was
lot
a
of
good
work
one.
on that, you know.
Where does he live
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, I'm sorry he didn't get to
Central
come to the New
Jersey.
Haven, you know.
Oh, McLaren, and he's in Jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so John, if you're watching and listening, you know,
Thank you.
feel free to chime in anytime. You know, you can't give us too much information because we've heard everything 20 times by now.
I forget it, so it's good to hear it again.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get any messages this week, so I don't know if Jim has a job, or I know you had one last week.
Yeah, he's usually in by now if he's going to be here. We're getting close to Ira time if he's going to show up.
By the way, guys, I gotta leave at 1:45. I'm having
Okay.
dinner at my mother's house tonight, so
Mhm.
Okay, well, tell her hi.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
mom
Actually,
and
I'm-
I.
I'm gonna have to do the
Yeah.
same, but in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to take off because I gotta
Okay,
go
well, if that's the
meet
case.
Sandra,
I'll-
which meet Sandra to work and go to dinner.
Yeah, let me see. I'll have to find some other clip here that I wanted to show. 50th reunion, let's say. Desktop. Come on, well, yeah.
the one sad thing is there's not too many video clips of any of the bands in the New Orleans club. In fact, in most of the clubs, New York has a few of them, but
Mhm.
you don't see, people didn't have video cameras
Right.
and their phones
Right.
back then.
There wasn't such
Yeah.
a thing, yeah.
There's none of Denver, and there's very few still photos of Denver, of the Denver club either.
Right. New Orleans has a lot of still photos, but not video photos of the band. I don't
That's
know
right.
hardly any of them, except
Well-
for the real early days, those black and white ones.
But you didn't have the camcorders or the video recorders or
Yeah.
anything like that.
That
Right.
didn't become readily available till the early 80s, and they
Yeah.
weren't very cheap back then. You know,
No.
nobody could shoot you on their phone for sure, you know. Well,
You
here's
needed
the-
two
here's
elephants
the-
and a donkey to carry all that crap.
Oh, yeah. No, my first video camera, I had, in fact, I had to make a light rig because the early cameras were not very good in low light. And so I made a light rig that was on a dolly that I made. And I used a marine battery to power the light. So I think it was not a subtle light. When I turned that son of a bitch on, it was, you know.
Well, when I first got to Washington, like all the CBS crews they had 3 crews. They had an audio person, a camera person, and a lighting guy. And one guy just walked around with a battery belt and a light.
Yeah.
That went away pretty quick.
Yeah.
What I kept, which is no longer in existence, I used to make every once in a while a cassette of a set at the Mustache. In other words, get a cassette
idea.
player, click it on play for a whole
Record it.
entire set. And I had those for years, but they rotted.
Yeah.
They rotted. But I remember one time taking one of those cassettes, 45, 50 minutes, and writing the tune list, every song we played in order, you know, see how we did it back then.
Wow.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I've got that in my computer somewhere. But an actual set list from
Wow.
the Mustache in New Orleans is pretty neat.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's one more song while everybody's still here, from the 50th reunion, upstairs when the band was jamming. Let's see, this is Peter.
Reach my goal.
was Peter doing Jeff's number. You know, he thanked Jeff for letting him do it because Jeff did my mother's eyes at the actual concert at Carnegie Hall. You know, so,
Yeah, but Pete looked like he was about to blow his stack. He was getting red.
Yeah.
The man could belt. I bet you he did not need a mic, that's for sure.
Hey, Roger.
There's
Good
Roger.
afternoon, gentlemen. How are
Hello,
you
Roger.
doing?
Hey, Roger.
Hey, Barry.
Good to see you.
Now I gotta go
Tom,
back and find that
Will's in
picture
there.
again. Let's see here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Billy found your picture.
you and Joel. Yeah.
I had it a
Do you
second
have any
ago.
pretty pictures today?
Well,
Well, I don't know about pretty.
yeah, let's see. You were asking for this one last week, but I found it. It was something Marty Fay sent in. And you were
Well,
asking.
that's the one I
about
was looking for.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Well, he'll send it to you.
That's me, right? See, I got my frog t-shirt on. That's magic.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
I only
Nice.
tell the truth.
So,
Could you send that to me?
yes, I can. Yeah,
Uh,
that was
sure.
actually one, the reason Tom
Put to
had.
my email address. That's one of
Really?
them. Yeah, that's,
Please send a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Yeah, yeah, and no, I can pull your email address off of the header for our meeting.
yeah.
and send
Or
it to
I'll send it
Look
to
at
you.
those nice pants I have.
you.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was
Classic.
ahead of my time.
That was a tattoo.
Ay, ay, ay.
You need
Marty
that frog
Fay.
tattoo on you there, Roger.
Really?
Yes, indeed.
Ribbit.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were coming this late. I did our bar song from the 50th reunion when we did Minnie the Mermaid for,
Oh, Minnie the Mermaid, down in the Seaweed Bungalow.
yes, indeed.
Damn, she was cute.
You know, Fred,
her
Fred and
bottom.
LaRue were in there.
She used to stay after hours sometimes, you know.
Any, yeah,
Or maybe it was that extra beer we had, we saw her.
boy,
Could have been.
yeah. Yes, there was, I think, Tom, that was some that Marty had sent to me that I forwarded to Tom for that time that I wasn't going to be available. And I think Tom showed it. That's why he was having trouble finding it. It wasn't in his normal package of stuff. Yeah.
No.
Tom, anymore. Where'd he go?
Tom has a normal package of stuff.
I think he does.
It's a big package too.
Yeah, he's got his
Big boy
deluxe-
thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, let's see. And let's see if we get I've got that. I don't know if anybody really want to watch Minnie the Mermaid again, but we could do that if you wanted to. for
I
Roger.
remember, so in New Orleans, the bar songs, there were 3 bar songs: Bourbon Street Parade, Minnie the Mermaid, and How You Gonna Keep Them
Down
Down
on
on
the farm. How's that?
I remember numerous times we rehearsed other songs. I remember rehearsing Flamin' Mamie and When My Sugar Walks Down the Street, but they never would stick. They never would stick. We like the 3 that we like.
That was a basic ingredient, those 3
Yeah.
songs.
That's it. We tried new ones that never worked.
And everybody knew all the words. That's the great thing about it.
Yeah, well, you didn't the first time, huh, Tom? But Tom got up there anyway.
Just get up there, what the hell?
Yeah, let's see.
I was telling some people about your father's mustache.
Here's
Yeah,
one of our more
yeah.
risque pictures.
Oh, there's a
from,
good one.
Mardi Gras. There we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that, what's that girl's name?
Mary Verber.
Mary Verber.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Mike, is that Mike Johnson?
Yeah,
In
that's
the
me behind
background
him.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mardi
Wow.
Gras time.
and Rick hasn't told anybody but me, but the purple never did come off his nipples, so he's.
That was
Look at
either
all that
72
hair
or
on your head.
75.
Jesus.
You know, one thing that the mustache guys, we didn't have any unusual or strange people that work there, you know. So.
No, no,
Deborah.
Hey,
no.
Hey, Bill, can you send me that picture?
This one? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sometime,
I
no hurry.
have to
just
get
when you
permission
chance.
from Rick,
Wow,
though.
that's a-
You have to
Yeah,
promise
send it-
Rick
send-
you're not gonna
Send it
publish
to
it
me
like.
too, Bill. Bill, send that to me then.
Okay, all right.
Who's the guy with all the paint?
That's Rick.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Really?
Mackerel.
That'd be him.
What did you have to
Definitely
do?
Bald-headed
Hey.
weirdo behind Rick.
I rented a Mary Berger at Pat O'Brien's about a year after the mustache burned down and everything. That's the last time I've seen her.
You see, well, the way Rick got those beads is he had to show us, you know what, so
Yeah, right.
that's how you have to do it, get it in New Orleans, right?
What did, I remember running into Mary all the time on the street, but what did she do for a living?
The premise of the question- the premise of the question is a kid.
Well, she was Eddie's girlfriend at first.
For a long time, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember I'd always see her running around in front of the club. I thought
She-
she used to work as a camera girl, didn't she, for a while?
She worked at the club some, yeah.
Yeah, she worked like a lot of the girlfriends and wives.
See, Ira?
Hey, guys, how's
Yeah.
everybody?
Hello, Ira.
Yeah, what's
Ira
up?
time.
Oh, yeah, you're 3 minutes early, Ira.
Well, now that Ira's here, I'm gonna have to take off and go meet Sandra to go out to dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, tell Sandra hi for us.
And,
Good to
uh,
see you,
What's the
Rick.
story,
See you
Rick?
next
one, Rick.
week. See you next week.
Take care.
Bye, Rick.
Bye.
Take care.
Catch you later, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we were, let's see, had Ira, were you asking for clips with Peter singing, or was that somebody else?
Boy,
Asking for what?
Some clips with Peter singing, Peter Babcock.
Oh.
Babcock.
No, it must have been someone else, because we saw it last week, I think, right?
Yeah, I
Right.
found another one with him doing My Mother's Eyes, but I already played it. I
Oh.
knew you were coming late, but anyway, let's see. Let's see.
coming late. I
Yeah,
thought I was on time. What the hell?
here's another old picture. Let me see if I can find it here. You have to do it in 2 steps to get the pictures to come up here. So there's an old,
Mr. Ron Sater.
Ronnie,
old Ron Sater.
Did you know, well, I always kept in touch with Ron over the years and everything. And plus meet at a reunion. You know, he kept that hat. And I asked him when I was, Ron, she still got that cool hat. I said, you better believe it. He was a great person.
Yeah, but I met him at the 50th reunion. Didn't he help a lot getting that organized, the 50th reunion, or?
Somewhat, yeah, Ron was a special guy.
He was a great person, plus he signed the checks.
Yeah, that's what, I'd go to him after I traveled west of Ron, I got some money. He says, "What?"
it was at the 25th also.
Yeah, bills I need to, he says, oh, how much? I said, oh, that's fine, I'll write you a check. Or he'd say, how much did Joe say he's gonna give you? I said, oh, well, no, just tell me, give me a number. I said, okay. He'd send me a check. And he and I shared that New York office. I was working out in New York, it was so much fun. Kathy Goodleaf was in there.
Kathy Goodleaf.
Yeah,
Wow.
she was a sweetheart.
You're talking about the office on 8th Street?
Yeah, it was right behind the club. You
No.
walk down, come out the door of the
No.
club, take a left and walk down, and there it was.
He had one on 8th Street.
Was this the New Orleans club, or was this?
Yeah, that's the New Orleans club.
this New Orleans club. This must have been a Mardi Gras also, because
Yeah.
Joel was on stage.
Is that Mike Dickey? Who's that guy up front there?
I don't know. This is one of Marty's pictures he sent me a while back.
Yeah, I think that's I think that guy, he's out of the Boston, what I remember.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys I didn't get to meet them. I mean, they were there, but you were working and so anyway.
Yeah, well, all the other clubs, we had a contest set up to what club could sell the most records.
Uh-huh.
And then the clubs, and then those guys got to come down to Mardi Gras. If they had high record sales. Probably, even if they didn't, they came anyway, so.
Yeah.
We had high record sales. We didn't get to go anywhere.
Yeah, I know, we got,
'Cause we were already in New Orleans.
Already there, yeah.
there you go. There's Marty.
Yeah.
North Haven, so, okay.
Yeah. Ever since I friended up with Marty Fay on Facebook, I get like 3 or 4 posts a day, and a lot of them, they're all interesting. He has a large realm of knowledge of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I follow him on Facebook too.
yeah,
He is very interesting.
yeah, boy,
Wow.
yeah,
Everyone who worked at the Mustache was interesting.
that's right. Yeah,
I was telling some people about the Mustache. I said, yeah, we got to drink free beer. She said, free beer? I said, yeah. So we got to drink. I said, did you drink on the job? I said, oh, no. Only after hours.
does anybody know who these guys are?
That,
Okay.
I don't know anyone in that picture.
Okay, no, this is some Marty sent me, so I don't know if
that's Marty, isn't it?
it could
on the
be
left.
Marty, but I don't know who the other ones are.
I
It
don't know.
I don't know who that girl is.
looks like mustache tablecloths, but I don't know.
I think that was one of our events we had outside of the club. I don't know if that was we put on a show at New Haven. It was like a fair.
Yeah, that gay nineties fair, right?
What's that?
Are you talking about the gay nineties fair at Joel's place in around 73? Or around 1970?
Yeah, but it was outside. It was
Yeah.
over in the park.
Yeah, grease pig contest and grease pole climbing contest. That was 1970, if that's the one you're talking
Yeah.
about.
We had a lot of booths set up and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
I can't remember if it got rained out and we're inside in the one area or what.
yeah. I don't know, Roger, as I remember, there weren't many people there, but it was a fun day.
Yeah,
so the mustache LaGuardia for mayor.
yeah.
Must have been a
I
little
thought
while
this might
ago.
have been it.
Yeah. Is that Marty?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Hey, guys, I gotta roll. I'll see y'all next time.
hey, I have
Okay, Barry.
Hi, Barry, good to see you.
Say hi to
Be
Dottie.
good. I
Barry.
sure
Bye,
will.
Darren.
Say hi
I
to
have
her,
a
Barry.
question.
Say,
Go ahead.
What replaced the Lee Circle statue?
There's nothing there.
Nothing.
It's just a column.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Except during Mardi Gras, they have it surrounded with portalets, so now they call it P Circle.
Peace, oh, Jesus.
I'll see y'all later.
All right, have a
Danny,
good
we
day.
all say hi, Barry.
Catch you next week, Greg.
Yeah. Seriously, if you go down to Mardi Gras I mean, the whole thing is just like a big ring of portalets during Mardi Gras, so it's,
That was like a main meeting place for lots of people. Reach at Lee Circle and then they'd take off and walk down to the French Quarter.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they officially put anything up there. I mean, I know they haven't officially put up anything. I don't know what their plans are,
Plans? Did you say plans?
plans, yeah.
I don't think they know either.
I think, George Santos said they're gonna name it after him, though. I'm not sure.
Isn't he a piece of work?
Yeah. This guy is absolutely off the deep end, I swear.
He fits right in.
Oh, doesn't he? Well, they set that up. Let's keep lying, just keep
Kevin
lying.
McCarthy's lover.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I tell you. It's the circus was run so much better.
Yeah, I emailed Joan this afternoon for an update on Danny Sullivan and I just got a response from her saying Danny's still in rehab in Venice, Florida and learning to walk again and been a real struggle for her the last couple of years. So I'm gonna try to call Danny and over the weekend and send her a card or something, but just thought I'd let you all know that she's still in rehab and struggling.
Who's
I
this?
hope she makes it.
Yeah,
Who is it?
Danny Sullivan.
Danny Sullivan.
Oh, okay.
You knew her by some other name. because you talked
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it last week.
Gundel. Her name is Gundel.
That's her real first name. She goes by Danny.
Yeah.
And I don't know what her maiden name was.
What club was she from, Mike?
Yeah,
I don't know. She was in Denver for a while with Bob Vanacek and she moved around and then I don't know when they split up or what, but when I first met her, oh gosh, 25 years ago or so, she was married to Jim Sullivan. They were living in Detroit. He's a lawyer and she was teaching art. Then they moved to Florida. And they were very involved in the Clearwater Festival with Joan Dragon.
That was Bob Vanacek's girlfriend, right? Not
Yeah.
his wife.
Something like that.
Yeah, because he had a wife, and they had some children.
Yeah.
so they were
Then
just,
I knew they went up to Boston. Huh?
they were an item in Denver.
Yeah. Then they.
Was she ever in New York?
No, I don't know. Bob Vanacek.
I don't know the name even.
Who was a native of Denver, Snake?
Huh?
Who was a native of Denver?
Nobody native. She was with Vanacek in Denver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I
She
thought
would
I
come
heard
in-
you say somebody was a native of Denver.
She would come in the club and watch him play, but his wife would never come in.
That's true.
And he,
They were an item.
he was.
She was a heck of a lot of fun on stage on the washboard concerts, playing washboard. She was just a bundle of energy. We all called her the Energizer Bunny.
We email frequently.
I know she went up to East with Bob, and then she would, like you said, she was an artist. She had a, I don't know, I think. they
Yeah,
had a
she was, she is and was, and she taught art on the college level, both in Detroit and in Florida for many, many years.
Yeah. Another story.
I'm just gonna pass this information on to Ira. He wasn't there when I read it earlier. John McLernan gave me an update, some more information on another one of oh crap, the Joe Terra's washboards.
Right.
He said one of the banjo players who used to play at the Garter in North Wildwood, and Barry said he knows this guy, John O'Brien, has one of Joe's washboards. And he kept it because he plays in a band with some friends called Earth, Wind, and Banjos. And sometimes they brought Joe down from New York for a gig. Their drummer, photographer Harry Markle now plays Joe's washboard whenever they have beach gigs in North Wildwood.
Wow.
Really?
One of Joe's washboards is still in action according to Mr. McLernan. Yeah, so,
It's interesting that it
that
went
on
to somebody from the Red Garter instead of somebody from New York.
well, I think he would go down there and play gigs with these guys, and so that
Right.
this guy would keep the washboard for him when he would go play, so he didn't have to haul it with him. And I
Right.
guess after his demise, I guess they just kept it, and it's
Mhm.
nice to know it's still being played, somewhere. It's
Yeah.
Hmm.
interesting,
Wow.
Yeah. No, John's
Marty's a wealth of knowledge, huh?
He is. The fact is, I have trouble remembering a lot of things. He apparently doesn't. But it was nice. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see where to go. Share screen. I know we played it already, but it wasn't that long. I'm gonna do.
I enjoy all the videos.
I'm gonna do the Minnie the Mermaid thing again with that for Roger. We haven't played this one before here, so.
Okay, great. was.
Hey, Roger, who, somebody had to come up with this whole idea of the waiters doing all this stuff, because even at the Red Garter, the waiters weren't like
No,
did that come from Joel or?
no, that actually came from Fred and I. I don't know, we started getting on the bar for some reason. So Fred and I went to high school together and we were in choir together. So when we first.
So
went to-
choir got to the top of the bar.
Well, we'd have a bar in it, but we'd always be singing all the time. We would drive around Missouri and we'd be singing songs to each other. And when we first went into the Mustache in New Orleans, Fred and I, they weren't singing on the bar at all. They didn't do that. And we were down front singing, and we just had, Joel was playing the banjo, and we just got so drunk and we left, and Fred said, let's go back down there tomorrow night. I said, okay. So we went back down there tomorrow night, and Joel was standing outside in front of the club, and he said, oh, look, my two best customers. He remembered us, and we thought, damn, this guy remembered us. We couldn't believe it. So we went inside and got a seat right down front, just kept singing again, and they took a break and went outside, and we went outside, and Joe came up to us and says, you guys are great. We need waiters. You guys looking for a job? And Fred was living there in New Orleans at the time. I was going to school at Cape Girardeau. And Fred said, I need a job. And so he took the job as a waiter. And then that summer, Fred picked me up in Missouri. There we are on our way to Cape Cod. And we'd sing in the aisles a lot together. Now, all of a sudden, when I went back down to New Orleans to work after the summer, and that beautiful Cape Cod picture. And I don't know exactly how we got going up on the bar, but we probably just want to be part of the show.
Yeah.
I'm glad I asked. That's interesting.
And then it became contagious, Everybody
Were those
knows
other,
the
were the
songs
other
and-
guys in that picture also waiters at the,
Well, I'm on the far left, there's Fred. A guy right there up front is from England, and he might have been a waiter. The guy on the far right is Duggard Moore. He was a great bartender, and the guy behind him is Joe. He was out of the New York area, and people would come down there sometimes for the weekend and work, and some of us lived there year round for the whole summer, out behind the club in a place called the Chicken Coop. And so, yeah, Joe, I think he was a sort of a doorman and a floorman, seating people at the Cape. Duggard was one of the fastest bartenders. And you didn't fuck with Duggar at the bar. You had your money right. He yelled your order out before you got up to him. A drink was waiting for you when you arrived.
proudly.
Well, I remember
displaying-
being told when we first worked there that if you didn't have your money right, and if you didn't call out your order, you had to go back to,
Yeah, back
End
into
of
the
the
line.
Yeah.
yeah.
They did that in New York
displaying
too.
your Schlitz cans too.
Oh, it was a really a fast, smooth system,
Yeah.
and we knew how much alcohol was being poured, except some of the bartenders thought they'd be cute and put water in
Yeah.
the liquor bottles and try to keep some money.
And,
We got them real quick.
you know, we had to call liquor first, then beer, then softies, then miscellaneous.
that's
Out of
right.
what? You
Yeah,
know, how much-
exactly. What?
Out of how much, out of 20 or out of 10, or so the bartender, you know, would
You
have
gotta
it
face
all
your money
ready.
right. Yeah. I still carry my money all facing the same way.
Yeah,
I can- Yeah, when somebody
Just a
hands it
damn
to me, I
act.
always flip it around, you know, you had to have your money facing correctly, you know.
Yeah. In and out, but keep moving. Sell, sell, sell. The more you sell, the more money you make.
Indeed. Yeah.
But that was such a different time. Everybody had cash. Now nobody has cash.
Yeah, nobody carries cash today. Yeah, I do now just because if I'm out, I prefer to tip in cash. That way the server has the money in his hand. It doesn't
Yeah.
show up on any income for him. So, but,
Yeah, they are.
and my famous fire truck, look at that sucker. That was the greatest company car I ever had.
Yeah.
I used to park that out on that house on Esplanade, where all of us sort of lived at one time or the other. This was, I think, a spring fiesta parade we were in here.
with a little Confederate flag stuck in the bumper.
Yeah.
I wish I
right.
could find pictures of that fire truck we had in Denver. It was a 36 American LaFrance. It was somewhere in 1970. It was the only transportation I had. I drove it everywhere, including 100 miles to Cheyenne Frontier Days. Took me 5 damn hours.
Wasn't there a fire truck
Hey,
in
well, I'm
Denver?
gonna, my family just got back, so I'm gonna cut out, but I'll see you next week and I'll send the thing out on Wednesday.
Okay,
Great.
Tom, thank you very
All right,
much.
Tom,
I need to
take
sign
care.
off too. It's good.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
weekend.
Guys,
Okay,
Hey, guys.
see y'all next week.
Good.
All
okay.
right.
Well, there's Tom. Okay, there he
Must
goes.
be-
Okay.
Must be happy hour somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad we're doing this every week. I enjoy it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some other pictures I gotta pull up. I got the opening of Chicago Club. And I think I have some pictures up in Vancouver.
Yeah, I had pulled up a picture of the Chicago Club earlier. Let me see if I can find that thing again. It was, here we go. Oops, it says, can y'all see it? Or is it?
No,
No, not yet.
Okay, let me stop this. I don't know what happened. I tried to show it and it said paused. I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know why it's paused.
black screen.
Okay, so resume sharing. Here we go. Resume sharing.
No,
Didn't work. Nope. Everybody's frozen. Okay, sorry. It won't let me share it. So I had a picture of. I had a
Who's that?
picture of Roger standing with.
Roger. With Joel, huh?
Yeah, I had a picture of Roger and Joel, but it won't let me share it for again. Let me see, new share.
we were out in front of the club. I have,
Okay.
I have a
It's just-
picture of a group of us standing out front.
Yeah, I don't know if it had anything to do with when Tom logged off, but now it's not letting me share stuff.
So,
Let me try something I hadn't shared yet.
pictures inside the club also.
Yeah. Let's see if this will work. I'm just trying to pop up a new one, see if I can still share anything.
Yeah,
That's a good picture.
yeah, that's Sharon. That's a good picture.
That's sharing. Okay.
That's a great picture.
That
I
was
like
from the
that.
50th. Yeah,
Oh, buddy Fred, Jesus.
That's from Carnegie.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I don't
Did
know
you
why-
two meet in high school or did you know each other before high school, Roger?
No, we met in high school and I was more into sports at the time. When I first, I played football and everything. And Fred was the photographer of our newspaper called The Pioneer. And we become good friends our senior year. And then when we got out of high school, we got our first apartment together, which was a fucking madhouse. You know, right out of high school, we're the first guys out of the apartment. You can imagine everybody coming over. Just getting drunk and you had to be 21 to drink Missouri, but we were only 18 and 19. We didn't pay attention to the law. So then each time when we get time off, we just start traveling around the state of Missouri, going to every corner we could go to. We just saw that and spend the whole day doing it. And then finally we broke the border line, across the border, and went south. That's a picture of Cape Cod. The story behind this, we were all out putting up little posters, you know, with tear off things on so you get in the club. And we're in this donut shop. And just beautiful donut. I had this big donut. I was looking at it. So Fred comes behind me and pushes my head into the donut. This white face with a cherry out like on my nose, look like a damn clown. I think, okay, so I thought I'm gonna let this pass for a little bit. So I knew I was gonna get even. This was in the club at nighttime. And so I had this big chocolate cream pie with whipped cream all around it. And everyone was in on it but Fred. And it's one of the other waiters come and got his attention. I said, Fred, what are you doing? He turns around. When he turns around, I hit him right in the face with this pie. This is how big it was. It was just all over.
I mean, that is complete coverage. I didn't recognize it as being Fred. So,
Yeah, oh yeah, I got it good.
Hard to tell, yeah.
yeah.
It was a huge pie.
We used to hit each other with pies for our birthdays and stuff, if you could catch one, but
Yeah. Well, some people start using whipped cream, which I told them, don't do that. Use whipped cream. You know,
Shaving
not
cream.
Shaving, cream.
Ugh.
We're using shaving cream. That's
Yeah.
not good. So when they
Whipped
go-
cream, boy, you stay sticky all night and it starts stinking.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna check out.
Okay.
Check out,
After
Ira.
six. So
Have a
we'll see you
great
guys
day.
next Friday.
Yeah, I guess we'll punch out.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
I'll be here hosting again for the next few weeks. Tom he doesn't have his PC working, so he can't share things, but I think pretty much everything he had. So
Okay.
I'll
Cool.
try to find a few more items we haven't looked at in a while.
So if I have some pictures, should I send them to you?
Yeah, he sent them to me for
Yeah.
the time being because Tom wasn't able to share things. He's on his phone over there. So
Right,
it'll be
okay.
for the next month at least. So,
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
see you guys next week.
okay.
Okay.
It's good to
Take
see
care,
you again,
guys.
Ira. Take care.
Take
thank you,
care.
Bill. See y'all
Bye.
later. Take care.
Watch out.
See you later,
Bye,
David.
guys.
Bye-bye, guys. Another great